You know, it's a funny thing with Meghan Markle. She tries and tries and tries, seemingly every time, to make sure that things go her way in the public domain, you know, the PR world. But this little escapade that she did a couple of days ago now has literally turned her into, well, some suggest, Mommie Dearest. As ever, let me explain. Lovely to see you. Thank you so much for joining me today. And as ever, thank you for taking the time out. I really appreciate it. Whatever you're doing, as I say, be safe. I've warned you in another video. London is a dangerous place right now. Not the place of total you want to be in. What I find fascinating, actually, about this particular story, though, is, as we've seen with Meghan on many different occasions, she's, oh, we'll have a wave, by the way. You all right? I'm forgetting myself. A little bit stressed. Yes. Yeah, well, you understand, don't you? It's not easy. When those things go, it's a very sort of personal thing, though, isn't it? You know, it's like somebody taking something like your door keys or something. You worry about it, don't you? Even though there's nothing you can do. I won't lecture you, but you know what I'm saying. Back as ever to your royal story, or semi-royal story, whichever you want to call it. Meghan Markle turned up doing a cod royal visit, another one, you know, at a LA reading hospital, you know, a certain room, the Panda Express ward, where you see all these wonderful children who are going through some terrible times themselves. You know, let's not forget the real issue there. You know, I visited children's hospitals myself. They're very moving, and they have this bravery that I think as adults leaves us. I don't know how that is, but they seemingly do. Perhaps they're not so well versed to the cruelties of the world right now, you know, but that's the thing, isn't it? We wish them truly all the very best. So Meghan rocked up to decide to read a book. Nobody knew why. What we can tell you is this, though, that basically, you know, her PR team, this is definitely a rebranding exercise to make Meghan warm, cuddly and adorable, whichever way you want to look at it. What I find is this, you know, there's only one way you can do that, and that is if you're cuddly and adorable with your own children in public. How can you go and read to other children when the only thing we've seen Meghan do is read to Prince Archie through a Netflix docu-series, which of course she was heavily paid for? Seemingly, you know, it's like pay for kids type of thing, you know what I'm saying? But what's interesting is a background story to this, because it was sort of on and off, you know, and originally this was going to be an event with Prince Harry, but because of the lurid allegations surrounding the negative PR with the rapper Sean Combs, P. Diddy P. Daddy, it was, you know, suggested he best stay away. The most fascinating insight I found to this particular story, though, was allegedly at some point Prince Archie was down to go with her to meet other children. This would have been a very moving moment, I would have suggested, because first of all, for many people who've never seen him, you know, the invisible kid, it would be sort of like, well, right, finally, you know, she may be on the right track. But apparently at the 11th hour, this wasn't to be. Apparently she felt that Archie had a chill and she didn't want to expose him to germs and them to germs and all that sort of stuff. It's rather convenient, isn't it? You know, it seems to happen a lot with Archie. Perhaps he's a bit of a sickly child. Who knows? But either way, in the end, the children were left with Mommie Dearest herself, Madam Meghan. And, you know, let's say she threw herself into it. Some people found it distasteful, her doing selfies with, of course, you know, the children. I'm not so sure. That's up for debate. It's up to them and the hospital what they decide to do and what they agree with. What I did find odd was that I can't find any record of anybody else doing this. Maybe there has been other celebrity sightings and that sort of stuff. Who knows? I'm not so sure. But given this is a person who's trying to desperately rebrand herself, one might suggest it was a rather inopportune moment right now to be doing something like that. Either way, it didn't pan out well and seemingly didn't grab the headlines that William Morris Endeavour Agency and Meghan Markle herself had hoped. Apparently, this is as bad for her PR-wise as the Ulvardi birthday cake thing. Remember, that didn't resonate either, and apparently they are stunned as to why this new caring, sharing, warmer Meghan is not warming to the greater public worldwide. I'll leave you to debate that, but remember, be kind. There are some wonderful children attached to this particular story that want all of our prayers and good wishes. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.